Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the courtyard, Vince is on his cell phone trying to call Angela and got her voicemail. Call me when you get this. I'm really worried about you. And as he hung up, just as Adam came towards him. Angela's not here? Yeah, it really makes me wonder. Well, I just ran into Nate on my way here, and it seems that guy's up to no good again. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Rita's on her iPhone talking till Lucy came back. Alright, thank you so much. And as she hung up, good news as Lucy came towards Rita. More than good news. Seems David and Michelle may be the key to exposing Angela's affair to Vince. Meanwhile, Angela and Kristen finishing dragging David and Michelle tied up in the supply closet. There. Now these two would never expose us at all. Who knew you and I would make such a great team? I believe you're right. And as they came out and Kristen closed the door and locked it. When this ceremony's over, Micah and I are leaving the country for good. Meanwhile, in the women's dressing room, Karen and Taya are talking. To the thing that we lost so long. I'm sure this wedding would be the history in the making. Yes, I remember when I first married Bradley. It was so amazing. But this time around, you'll have your whole family to share it with. Now, what about Angela? You know, I believe she's been hiding something for a very long time, and I don't trust her at all. But I am going to find out. Meanwhile, in the men's dressing room, Bradley finished tying his tie as Aaron and Julian came in the room. Any sign of Howard? He's talking to Carly, but he's coming. So are you nervous? No. I'm marrying the woman who makes me feel so close to heaven. I'm really happy for you, Dad. As you should be. The fourth of the wedding is going to be more perfect to celebrate. Meanwhile, in the sanctuary, as people gather for Karen and Bradley's wedding, as Howard and Carly are talking. I really don't know what I'm going to do, because in the end, you have to be the one to decide what's wrong. Are you okay? Yeah. I have a feeling that this wedding is going to be very epic. In fact, this is going to be the best wedding yet. Of course it is. Karen and Bradley are getting wedding. And I'm going to make certain nobody stands between those two. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the courtyard, Vince and Adam are talking. Let me guess, he's still sleeping with Kristen. I think the whole scenario is a cover-up for something big. What do you think it is? I don't know, but I'm planning to find out real soon. Find out about what? And as Rita Lucy came towards them, you two know something, don't you? We're not even certain. And as Tristan came towards them, you know, either way, it can't happen at Karen and Bradley's wedding. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Angela and Kristen came down the stairs and began walking down the hall. You know, if I were you, I'd do the same thing like I am. Oh, I will. Anyways, I better go find my husband. And as Michael came towards them, hey, I was looking for you. Sorry I didn't call you this morning. I need to go find Vince. I think I saw him in the courtyard. Thanks. And as Angela headed away, so you okay? I was thinking about what you said about us heading out of the country. And I have an answer for it. Meanwhile, in the supply closet, Michelle and David were out and suddenly wake up and realize they tied up. What the hell? Damn it! We gotta get out of this. The only thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna get out. But those people who put us here, it's only gonna storm for a brief period of time. But we will get out of this. Meanwhile, in the women's dressing room, Karen and Taya are talking. You don't think she's sneaking around? Oh, I made it quite clear to her what happened if I find out. She told me I have nothing to worry about. You don't buy it. Are you kidding me? This is Angela we're talking about here. After my honeymoon with Bradley, I intend to get to the bottom of this. Meanwhile, in the men's dressing room, Bradley, Aaron, and Julian are talking. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Me too, Dad. Any word on Richard? Oh, he told me they can't make it, but they want a video copy and give their best to the both of you. Alright, Vince and Rita are here. Not to worry, the wedding will go well. Anyways, it's almost time. I'm gonna go find Howard, and as Bradley left the room, just as Rachel and Wilma came in. Meanwhile, in the sanctuary, as people gather for Karen and Bradley's wedding, as Howard and Carly still talking. What do you mean by that? Your best friend and his wife are tying a knot again, just in time for their 40th anniversary, which I gotta say is good. I should say the least. Look, I'm sorry to burden you. No. I know you still love my mom. I always will. And as Bradley came towards where he is. Hey, are you okay? As I can be. Good luck, Bradley. Thanks. And as Carly went and took her place. Everything's already set in motion, so you need not to worry at all. Meanwhile, Will and Jennifer came in and saw everyone here in the display of the wedding. Wow, this place is so amazing. Well, this is my uncle and aunt's wedding, the most powerful wedding in history, and I'm glad we're here to see it. Yes, and soon that will be us. And as Will and Jennifer went and sat down, just as Isabella and Sean came in and is amazed by the beauty of the display. So this text told me to come here. Something might be drastic might happen today. Yes. I am so glad to have you by my side for when it happens. Because I have a funny feeling, whatever it is, it's gonna be the one thing I need to have the one person in my life. You're still not hoping for you to be with Vince. A person can dream. And I know Angela's hiding something. One way or another, I'm gonna find out what it is. Meanwhile, at the Grand Baptist Church in the courtyard, Vince, Lucy, Rita, and Adam are talking. I'm not giving up. I know she's seen someone, namely Nate. We don't even know that for sure. Well, I saw them at the diner in the back area the other day, which means there's more to what Angela's hiding. Either way, the truth's bound to come out real soon. Look, I want to trust her in our marriage, because I know she wouldn't do that to me or Ariana. Well, let's just hope for her sake and yours that she's the right person. Anyways, the wedding's about to start. Let's all just be cautious about this. And as Angela came to where they are, can y'all give me a minute? Sure. And as Rita, Adam, Lucy, and Tristan head back in, and as Angela and Vince begin talking. Sorry I was late. It's okay. As long as you came, that's all that matters. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Michael and Kristen are talking. You have an answer? Yes. I would love to go on this journey with you. Good. I'm glad to hear it. So how soon can you leave? What's the rush? I just feel that I want a new start. A fresh beginning for you and our daughter. I want us to get out of there and escape the dreadful Collin family. You do have a point there. In fact, we can leave after the wedding. And as Kristen and Michael begin kissing each other, and as she pulled back, you are truly the best person I can find. Well, I hope that I am. Meanwhile, in the supply closet, Michelle and David are still tied up. Do you have, well, I don't know, say a plan? I'm already working on that. And as David tried to free them from the rope. 20 years, I miss my boy. Not to worry. We're getting out of this, I promise. So don't you worry. Ooh, when I get out of this. And as David saw a sharp item not too far from him. Meanwhile, in the women's dressing room, Karen and Taya are talking. Why don't we just enjoy this amazing day? Thank you for being the best friend I could ask for more than 40 years. You know, we've been through a lot over the years and we managed to become strong. and we will continue to get stronger. Now, we have a wedding to go to. Meanwhile, in the men's dressing room, Rachel, Roma, Aaron, and Julian are talking. You two look amazing. Well, I could say the same about you two fine men that we married. And speaking of marriage, the most powerful one in history is about to begin right here. And as Adam came in, I'm glad you guys talking about that because it's about to start. I gotta say how amazed I am to be a part of history in the making. Why don't let us enjoy it? Meanwhile, in the sanctuary, as people gather for Karen and Bradley's wedding, Will and Jennifer are still talking. You know, I've been distant when we got together, but that's gonna change real soon. I know we'll be okay. And as Sean and Isabella sat right beside them. Strange this is not being televised. Karen and Bradley probably want a private ceremony. That's good concerning what the Collins put us through. And as the music starts, as Howard and Taya begin walking down the end throwing flowers, till they reach the end and stand in their respected areas. And as Howard talking to Bradley, this is gonna be history. I'm just glad my family's here to see all this, apart from Richard. Actually, he and Casey's here. They got here late. And as Vince and Angela are next to walk down the aisle, and as Vince and Angela are talking. You okay? You seem like you're miles away. Yeah, I am. And as Angela thinking, as long as Michelle and David are locked away. And as they arrived and took their spots, and then Adam and Rita are next to walk down the aisle. And as they're talking, you know, it amazes me how strong my parents has become. Soon, that will be us. Indeed, we will. And as they arrived and took their spots, and as Lucy and Tristan came down the hall next, and as they're talking, wow, I've never seen this many people before. I'm gonna be a part of this. And as they arrived and took their spots, and as Richard and Casey came next and began walking down the aisle, and as they're talking, good thing we got here in time. I didn't want to miss this for the world. Not to worry, we will continue our mission afterwards. And as they arrived and took their spots, and as Rachel and Aaron came down the aisle next, and as they're talking, this is gonna be really good. Yeah, it is. And as Aaron and Rachel arrived, then Julian and Roma came down the aisle, and as they're talking, it feels so good to witness history. It's only gonna get better. And as they arrive, just as the main wedding music starts, and as everyone stands and turns and see Karen, and as John came to where Karen is. You ready for this? Yes, I am. And as she looked before the audience who's looking at her, and as John began escorting Karen down the aisle, and as she looked at Bradley ahead, who is glorified at how amazed his wife is, and she feels the same way, and as they have good memories, powerful memories, which makes this couple the most powerful one in daytime. Till they arrive at the end, where Ashley and John came, and as Ashley came and pulled the veil up and hugged her, and Karen came and hugged John, and as they all came to where Bradley is. Good luck, you two. I know you got the best years of your life coming up. Thank you. And as John and Ashley went and sat down, and Karen and Bradley turned to the minister as everyone else sat down. Ladies and gentlemen, the most powerful wedding in history is about to begin right here, right now.